So, we've been doing radio for quite some time, and over the years, I would say, we've had big names that we've been able to deal with. We've been blessed enough to meet different people.
You better believe it.
Bragging rights, I would say we have.
Yeah.
And then my kids have never been impressed.
I know.
My kids
right?
have never once cared.
I'm like,
about
Ella,
what I've
Rob
had.
Schneider
Exactly.
laughed at what I said.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
That's cool, right?
And then we tell our kids that Sofia Carson from the Descendants, Evie from Descendants, is coming in studio, and they're like, "You're our radio god!"
Yeah.
Like, that's what it takes.
Can I come here every morning, please?
Absolutely.
Sophia Carson, welcome to the studio.
Thank you, guys. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
Again, Descendants, all the 3 movies she played Evie, also Pretty Little Liars, The Perfectionist, and what I didn't know until this weekend, quite the singing career.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that.
Is it hard because obviously you're doing all this TV and it's a passion for you to be an actress, but at the same time, you must love music.
Music was my first love.
Was it really?
It was. I was 3 years old, and I genuinely, I think back and I don't remember a time when I wasn't singing or when I wasn't in love with music. And I have this video of, I think I was probably 3.5, and I was singing "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" by Evita and doing like this, just the most dramatic.
Of course.
Time. It was just it's just who I am. So music is a huge part of my life, and I'm so happy to, to be able to do both acting and music.
Is it a hard balance to have?
I mean, it's time consuming, I guess you can say.
Yeah, right.
But in the best way, because, I get to do everything that I love as a performer. We're storytellers, so I get to tell stories through music and through film.
So you go into Descendants, you're there for the first day, and really at the time, you were still pretty new.
First movie.
I
mean, the newest.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
And you're on a set with a lot of Disney
Legends,
stars. People have been doing, Carlos has been there for forever.
Yeah, Kristen Chenoweth,
Yeah.
Kathy and Jimmy, Dove, Boo Boo, all of them, yeah. And Kenny Ortega,
Right, the director.
The director, yeah.
Was that intimidating?
It was a combination of incredibly exciting and intimidating. I had the biggest case of the butterflies, but it was so magical, and I learned and I grew so much from that, and I'll cherish that forever.
We actually have Monroe's daughter Ella here in studio because
she's wearing a crown too.
She's wearing a crown,
Yeah.
and she heard that you were coming in, and I watched you walk in, and you saw her right away. You're like a Disney princess.
Yes.
Like, do you feel like you have to? Like, is that part of it, or is that just who you are? Like, where is that? Is that weird?
Thank you.
Is that weird to be called that?
No, that's like the coolest thing. I mean, growing up, I was like Ella.
Yeah.
Disney princesses were everything for me. So to be a part of such a legendary franchise and to mean so much to girls like Ella, to me is such a beautiful thing and such a beautiful responsibility. So I take it very seriously, and it means a lot that you look at it that way. But I did have a moment when we were shooting that I was like, oh my gosh, I literally play the daughter of the evil queen. I'm technically forever considered a Disney princess, which is such an honor.
Yeah, part of the Disney lore. And
Yeah.
you're part of the storyline now
Yeah.
that Disney has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
In studio right now, Sofia Carson. She's going to actually sing for us in a bit with her brand new song called "I Love You." I read your I think it was Teen Vogue.
Yeah.
What a great article.
I appreciate. Thank you for reading that.
Yeah, no, and you want to be such a role model, it seems like to me, as I read through it.
I would love to. Yeah, I think that's my biggest responsibility and my most important job with the platform that I have. And, every time I meet girls like Ella and girls all around the world, I realize more and more that that's, what I was brought to do or why I need to be here. And with everything that I do, every song that I write, every role that I take on, I do choose it with them in mind.
So how did you get involved with UNICEF then?
Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to work with UNICEF since I was a young girl, and we started working together about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we traveled to Brazil last summer, and my passion is education of young girls, and we saw literally how the education of young girls in the country has decreased the mortality rates. It's literally changed lives throughout the country, and I'm going to Africa in about a month to see what they're doing in the Ivory Coast, and I'm so excited. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that your first time?
It's first time in the Ivory Coast. I went to Kenya once before also to build schools and to, see what they're doing in terms of education over there. But first time in the Ivory Coast.
So
Do you sleep?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask. Like, where are you? How?
Last night I did not. I was too excited. But sometimes I'm pretty good at sleeping. Oh, yeah. You know, I work a lot, but I sleep sometimes.
Sleeping like a pro.
I hear what Sofia Carson's doing with her acting and music and UNICEF, and I think how Monroe binge watched Outlander this weekend, and I think
I had to put.
There's nothing wrong with that. That is so okay. Is it?
It's a little bit
haven't
racy.
seen it.
So I was watching Outlander with a blanket over my head in front of my kids, so my kids couldn't see it. Oh my gosh! If you could have seen me this weekend, and then the things that you're doing, it's just amazing. Thank you
I
for
binge
making
watched
the world a
Gilmore
better
Girls,
place.
so I'm right with you.
in studio, Sofia Carson, like we said, Pretty Little Liars, The Perfectionist, also Evie from Descendants. Can you tell the two of them your story? Because you ran into Beyonce.
Oh my gosh, guys!
What?
I have to sit for this.
Okay, yeah. Get ready, honey. I need to hear
comfortable,
every
that's
detail.
fine. Yeah.
So, I was at the Golden Globes.
Okay.
And I was walking in. Just saying that sounded really cool. I'm not cool enough to be doing these things.
No, dude, you
But
were
I somehow got
invited to the
invited.
Golden
So cool,
Globes?
though.
I was,
Okay.
yeah. And I was also, I was one of the co-hosts of the red carpet.
Mm-hmm.
So I was walking in with my sister, who's like my forever date. She's my best friend. And I'm wearing this beautiful, this like dream-like pink dress. And I'm walking in as Ellen DeGeneres is receiving her award and giving that beautiful speech.
Gosh.
And lo and behold, first of all, Helen Mirren opens the door to the Golden Globes. And I was like, okay, well,
Right.
well,
That's a lot, that
well.
one.
And then as I'm coming down the stairs, Beyonce's walking up the steps. And I, of course, become speechless for a few seconds. And I tell
Be
her,
cool.
yeah, I'm
Be
like,
cool.
be cool, be calm. I say, you look so beautiful. That's the only thing that came out of my mouth. And then she goes, oh my gosh, I love your dress. And I just slowly sunk to the floor of
yeah.
the Golden Globes. And then the guards came up to me and were like, sweetie, you can't sit there. And I was like, well, sir, Beyonce just said that she liked my dress. So I just need to like take a second.
I need a moment.
Please.
Need a moment.
Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Is
Pretty.
that the highlight?
That's
gotta be-
definitely a highlight.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Most intimidating award show? Is it the Golden Globes? Is it more than any of the other ones?
I mean, I would Oscars is pretty grand and pretty epic.
You went to the Oscars?
I hosted the carpet of the Oscars, 2 years.
Dang.
So being on that carpet is like the crazy. It's like feels like electricity. It's really special.
Is that hard when you're on the red carpet? You have so many different people coming towards you, and
It's cool though. I
Yeah.
mean, because you get to meet like I met Tom Hanks, which was
that's cool.
and so you meet like these legends, and they're all even nicer and cooler than you. Like the greats are so kind and so humble. So it's
That is so
always-
good to hear because, like, you don't always hear the good side
No.
of celebrities.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And speaking of good side of celebrities, so Sofia Carson, she heard about 105 Days of Love.
I did. I'm a big fan.
And we were talking off air how
Yeah.
we're trying to do a random act of kindness every day for 105 days, and we have a really strong tie with the Ronald McDonald House. And so what we're going to do right after this is we're actually going to go over to the Ronald McDonald House and just say hi to the kids who are there. And
So excited. Thank you
Yeah.
for having me to do this. This means so much.
we can't wait to do that. But here's what I kind of thought we wanted to do.
Yeah.
I want to hear you sing live. Since you're here,
Okay.
since you happen to bring a guitar player, we might as well.
I thought just in case.
Just in case.
Did
Yeah.
that, did
Rather
he fit in your
come
carry-on as you were getting onto the plane?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect size guitar player.
Incredible. That's amazing.
Oh, Horace. Our amazing guitar player Horace is here with us today.
And your music video is great. I love that you do.
Thanks.
It's not a poem. What would you call it at the beginning of your music video?
I guess
Is it a poem?
So when we were coming up with the concept, I wanted the video to really tell the story of I love you, and I love you to me is dedicated to every broken heart in the world who's ever fallen in love with a love that doesn't love us back. I mean,
Yeah.
who hasn't?
Ryan Reynolds still
Exactly.
not calling me back. I tell you that.
You're kidding.
No, it's a
Oh,
shame.
gosh, I'm so
and I tweet him
sorry.
every day.
I have faith.
Thank you.
Believe.
I appreciate
Well,
that.
this song is for you and Ryan Reynolds. Then I dedicate.
You heard it
this.
here first, folks. Thank you so much.
I had you in mind.
Thank you.
But you have this part where you say
Yes.
she fell in love.
She fell for him
She-
like a petal falls from a flower.
Yes.
Until every piece of her was his.
Yes.
I wrote that the night before the video. And I had the idea, I wanted to start off with some sort of spoken word that really set up the tone of the record because it's such a personal and such a beautiful and intimate story. And I wanted to feel like that in the music video. So I told the director, I was like, I want there to be a voiceover before the music video comes on. And the night before, I was kind of racking my head, and that's what I came up with. Because I had the theme of the roses throughout the video. And I love that idea of like how as simply as a petal falls from a flower, you just couldn't help it but fall.
I love that. So here it is. Sofia Carson, I Love You on Mix 105.1. Play it. Then we'll come out like this.
Hey!
You sound great.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. I love the song also. It's catchy. It's got that hook in
It
it.
is catchy.
Yeah.
Love it.
Thank
Your voice
you.
is so stunning.
Oh, thank you, guys. It means a lot.
Sofia Carson, she's in here. You know her from Pretty Little Liars, The Perfectionist. She was Evie in Descendants. And I mentioned to you how Monroe and we have kids who love the Descendants films.
Thank you.
In fact, I have probably seen the Descendants movies way more than you have seen the
I'm
Descendants.
so sorry.
You go through you go through a range of emotions
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
see them. Yeah.
Frustration.
Right, completely. No. I enjoy them, and I think they're a great message for my daughter. And
They really are.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
I don't mind sitting down and watching them with her. But I will tell you, we did a trivia game earlier this morning to see
Did
who
you?
knew Descendants more.
Who
Yeah.
won?
I beat Monroe.
Dude, I got owned.
Oh,
Yeah. So we
you got to
thought,
watch it a few more times.
I know.
we thought, since I am the champion, we might as well go against a cast member of Descendants.
Oh, I got to stand.
So let me ask you, how do you think you're going to do against someone who has
don't
seen
know.
it
I mean-
as many times as I have?
I'm going to stretch with you.
Okay,
too. I'm pretty
yeah.
competitive.
Oh,
Just
uh-oh.
saying.
Wow.
Now, Jackson pulled all of these questions. He has never
Okay.
seen the movies.
I'm
Oh,
so sorry.
That's okay. I forgive you.
Thanks for throwing me out there, John.
Well, I would think it'd be weirder if you had
dude.
seen the movies. No, I think I
As
wanted
a single childless man, what are you
Yeah,
trying to say?
I'm just saying
I
it
can't enjoy good Disney fun?
It would have been strange.
Outrageous.
How do you want to run this game?
All right, so here's how it's going to work. I
Okay.
pulled 6 questions, best of 6. We're going to go back and forth. So
Okay.
I'm going to let Sophia decide if she wants to go first or not.
I'll let John go.
John goes first. Okay, so John, I'm going to
Okay.
ask you a question. If he gets it wrong, Sophia, you get the chance to steal it for the point.
Okay.
All right.
Let the best man/woman win.
Yes, exactly.
You're shaking hands. That's something.
That's
John's not
nice.
used to.
You usually just flip someone off.
I
so.
know.
Absolutely. Did you have a problem with that?
No, I'm
Okay,
good.
great.
I got my little scoreboard over here.
All right, let's do this.
You
Number
got a
1.
scoreboard too?
I got
I get a
this.
scoreboard just in case you do.
I got one here.
Oh,
so
yeah?
we
Well, never
should be
mind
okay.
then.
I mean, I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Please. John.
Yes.
What song does Mal sing at the beginning of the movie?
At the beginning of Descendants?
Yeah.
Is it not something?
It just says the movie, so I assume that's what we're doing here. We are talking about Descendants, right?
And is it just Mal song by herself? I guess
I
you wouldn't know.
believe so, but again,
Okay, because the first one it's a group song. Is how it starts.
So it's not the first one. I think it's the third.
So it's got to be okay. So hold on, let me go through. And they're over there, and then go there like that, and like that.
you're nailing this, bud.
Is that, do you have the choreo down too? Is that what
I got the
hand
dance moves
movements?
is what I'm doing right
Yeah.
now. Mama.
Mama is incorrect. Sophia for the
Mama?
steal.
Where did you get? I'm disappointed.
What is it?
If only.
Is it If Only?
If only I had a dream.
It's called If Only.
If only.
It's called If Only.
If
Are you
only's the
kidding me?
one.
All right. Oh.
Where did you get Mama from?
The one she sings with Kristen Chenoweth. Is that?
Wrong one.
No. I mean, okay.
I don't know where you're at. I think you're starting the movie in the middle. But
Yeah.
Okay.
I do roam a lot.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Sophia, true or false, Descendants was not originally a musical.
True.
That is true.
What?
It was not originally
When
a
I
musical.
auditioned for it, it became a musical about a month before we started shooting.
So when you just thought you were going to do acting in it?
To be honest, the story behind it is actually pretty cool because it was so top secret. They wouldn't release what the movie was about. So they gave me a completely different script, a completely different character description.
No
and
way.
I didn't know Kenny Ortega was directing. So I went into the room. It was a surprise that the Kenny Ortega was sitting right there. And you can imagine my jaw was on the floor. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. And then when I got the part, they said it became a musical. And yeah, here we are.
So they were able to write those songs and turn them around.
Yeah.
So when you auditioned, you didn't sing. They just
They had me
hired you
sing.
thinking.
They had me sing.
Oh, okay.
They
You
did
did
have
sing.
I think they
sing.
were probably thinking would turn into a musical.
Yeah.
Got
And
it.
Kenny's a musical director.
Of
That's
course.
his genius. So they did have me sing. I sang No One by Alicia Keys. I remember. That was
Stop
my go.
it.
That was
I
my
love Alicia
go-to
Keys.
audition
Yes,
song.
girl.
Back in the day.
Awesome.
I love it. All right, John,
Uh-huh.
going back to you.
I don't know. I don't want to play anymore.
True or false?
Sore loser.
Sophia Carson needed
Okay.
2.5 hours to get into character. Look at that face. She
my
is
gosh.
stone-faced. She's not playing games with you.
It's one of those things where you could be messing with me right now.
I have been known to do that.
I know. Is that? I'm going to say true because if so, I want to know the story behind. Is it true?
I'm going to turn to the source, Sophia.
It's true.
It's true.
Oh wow.
Well, it's 2.5 hours of hair and makeup and costume.
Oh, I thought you meant emotionally just
Could
to
you
get
imagine?
Yeah.
I thought you
Could
just.
you imagine we need to schedule every day 2.5 hours for Sophia to emotionally prepare to become
That's
Evie?
what John does to get ready for this morning show. He's like, all right, I am good.
No,
I
John-
am smart.
John sits in the car for 20 minutes like, I can't believe I,
I
have
am
to do this again.
important.
All right.
I just cry a lot.
Great work. John's got a point. It's 1 for John, 2 for Sophia.
Okay.
All right, Sophia. All the girls in Descendants 2 wear the same size shoe. Is that true or false?
False.
False? According to this, it is true.
It's not true.
I'm going to give her
They
the
all
point. She
share.
would know.
They all share shoe sizes. They all share
No.
shoes.
I mean, Dove is a smaller person, so she's like a size 7, and I'm a size 8, so that's false.
Oh,
All right,
There you
well,
go. You could take your trivia.
I'll give her the point for it anyway.
Okay.
And with that one, she wins the game. 3
Oh,
out of 5.
Well done.
Well played.
Done. Well played indeed. Sophia Carson, her song is called I Love You. It's LUV and then the U.
Precisely.
I just want to make sure if they're looking it up
Yeah.
later on today to do that. And we're going to head over to the Ronald McDonald House. It is so nice
excited.
to meet you.
So nice to meet you guys.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you
so
for your
cool.
time.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Ella, for being here.